Hello, I'm back again. We're going to play some LORT. Sounds like fun. Figured we'll start with warrior class and we'll move on to other classes. Just as a disclaimer, I've unlocked all the relics in the game, but I'm currently working on costumes. I started out recording some footage and had like a 10 million plus. It was like 10.9 million damage at the end of the run. But unfortunately, my footage was terrible because my setup was optimized to like stream and to stream very, very old games like Ocarina of Time. So anyway, let's get in here and do this because my true passion is roguelikes, and I really, really love LORT. I mostly solo run it or play it with my buddy, and we're just like a two-man team. Sometimes we'll play with my son too, but yeah, I haven't dug into like the online lobbies or anything like that. But we're playing Astrid here. She, in my opinion, is the strongest character in the game right now. But yeah, we're just going to focus in on getting a lot of red buffs. And the big rule of the game is just always be headed to different points of interest. But yeah, so any hoosers, I would love to get that red buff. We don't really have a lot of quick pathing to it, but go ahead and snatch this green weapon. That's an unfortunate take. The reason I say unfortunate is just because it only scales with green, which that's going to be a secondary stat for us. I'm planning on taking green buff along with red as often as possible, but I'll grab whatever's around me. Oh man. Okay, so daggers are, they got added in the recent update that added the Frog Rogue. And they're the best mobility in the game. I'm not going to go way out of my way for that blue buff. I don't care. I will for this one. And that's why daggers are awesome, is because it gets you to those points of interest super, super fast. And it's just good. One unique thing about Astrid that I feel like makes her one of the strongest characters in the game is the fact that she doesn't really depend on blue buff like the other characters do at all, because her basic attacks reset the cooldown of her class abilities, which are also very, very strong. They get to ridiculous, like before we get out of Act 1, we'll very likely just be bad at the game. No, come on, man. But we'll very likely be killing groups of enemies with just using her shout, without the shout dash combo, which is what I just did. And we're in trouble at the moment. Looking bad at the game. That's fine. It happens. There we go. Put in some work. Maybe we're just a bit early to a major camp, but that's fine. We want those double red buffs. You know, I'm going to take crossbow over it. Crossbow's kind of an interesting weapon. It's one of those, like, I don't know, I see it, and I'm like, if it's early in the run, I take it, you know? But it feels like it wants to be, like, the charged shot bow, or multi-shot bow, whatever you want to call it. It scales with only green, which is kind of a drawback. It has built-in piercing, which is nice. It does decent damage, but as you can see, the fire rate's kind of slow. One useful thing about it is the explosive. You can use as a mobility option, but now that there are daggers in the game, you know, it's like very much diminished returns. Like, if you have access to daggers, why would you keep around this crossbow that it tries to do what the other weapons do, but it's not as good at it? I haven't done a crossbow run where I had like a ton of success, where, like, the one that I did do, I very much felt like if I was running something else, the build wouldn't just be that much stronger for it. Just kind of taking a peek inside the different buildings as I go. We got 226 gold, which is a decent, healthy amount. We're gonna save our money for stacking at chests, essentially. This is an amazing thing to stack. Let's just grab crit chance and damage at the same time. So, yeah, shop stacking is probably the best use of money. Like, there's one right there that looked pretty decent, I guess. Oops, that was a terrible dagger throw. Happens. We'll go ahead and zap those guys. Alright. Now, see, we're already doing pretty decent damage, but a couple more red buffs, and we're gonna just go insano mode. Let's head for that. That looks like the gym, which is interesting. It appears in every single act. Always has a strength item. Oh, sorry about that. But it always has a strength item, and there's always like a special drop up top. Now, we'll be super unlucky if it is a metal key chest. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop this and then trade it. Did they fly off? Oh goodness. That's the other reason that I really don't care for crossbow, is that it can reposition enemies in a way that is not good. See, that slowed me down quite a bit, but we're moving now. We got another strength scaling weapon, that's why I took hammer. We're on night 1. We're at 6, 2, and 2 as far as stats go, which isn't bad. The daggers scale with green buff, but that's not too bad. I think I just saw the charge shot bow, which is one of our ideal weapon takes here. Yes, sir. So the reason it's ideal is because it's just amazing. It has built-in piercing, you charge it up all the way, and with green as a secondary stat, that charge time is going to just get less and less. And it's just very, very strong. And in some cases, I've actually had it outscale the damage of, like... Oh! Outscale the damage of my sword. So it's just, it's easily, like, I think it's one of the highest damaging weapons in the game, honestly. At least for single shots outside of bricks. So, like, we can just boop and take out a bunch of people really quick. And it's just amazing for that. And I'm still using the green shot bow, but usually, really, or the charge shot. Not charge shot. Sorry. It's the piercing hunting bow or whatever. It scales on green, but it's also a green tier item at the moment. I'm just talking circles, dude. Let's keep moving. See what this this place has for us. Okay, so I saw that that's a meat room up there, and meat rooms are interesting in that they always contain a key on a table. So what we're probably going to do is trade out our... you little... We're going to trade our hunting bow for it. It's kind of weird, but yeah. We don't want to keep around weapons that we don't innately scale with our chosen stat line. So now we can just charge this up, and since they're all lined up, we get a lot of damage that gets multiplied by the enemies we hit. Alright, that guy's done. We need to do some reorganization of our weapons, too. I'm on controller, which is kind of weird. But I was actually a console gamer most of my life. Alright, here we go. Ring of LORT. Probably should have went with the crit chance, but let's just drop some stuff here real quick. And I want this, and then this on the other side, and this. And that's going to allow me to teleport and quickly swap to whichever weapon I want to wreck up on them with. Look at that. Our shouts are already taking out groups of the weaker enemies. So we're looking really good. We're going to grab some meta currency here. Boom. Grab a chest. Alright, so we got our first key. I'm actually going to hold that key until Act 2. See, I'm able to quickly swap to the sword now. Oh man, my abilities take out the Molotov goblins already. I'm feeling strong about this run. Might be a winning run. Depends on what happens at our shop stacking sessions here. Like I said, I think Astra is the strongest because she has amazing HP. She takes red buff a lot, so she gets a lot of HP. She has built-in great damage. She has a built-in way to deal with cooldown rates, even if she doesn't take any blue buffs. So she really gets a little bit of all three, and attack speed only helps her already stellar damage. Helps her proc effects, and she has access to really, really strong range damage with this bow in particular because it scales off of strength as well as green buff. And it's one of the strongest single shot weapons in the game that has piercing, so you can even multiply its damage just built in. We're gonna shout these boys to death. But like I usually take a dagger, and it's just the mobility it provides in getting to points of interest is so good. And here I am, surrounded by absolutely no points of interest. And we're going to try to remedy that with the dagger. We might take us a couple more champ trials. You see a bunch of red buffs out there to the left we're going to go for. Yeah, we're very strong. I would like to see some sustain items. Get some HP rolling. Man, there's the boss already over there, but we're not going to worry about that. We're on day 2 right now. We might forego that champ trial. Just for the moment. Hey, there's a green item. How about a sword? That would be nice. Take a hammer, I guess. Well, the devil. A little awkward, but we're very strong, so. Hammer is like, it's okay. It's more relevant late game, I guess. Get out of here, dude. Was that a key? Another reason I like to hold keys between axes is because they actually stack. So you can stack keys. And I feel like it was just kind of meant to be held between axes because chests always drop like the maximum tier weapon available. So it's usually a pretty strong strategy. He just took out most of those boys with just their shout and dash. Really, I feel like Astrid works much better with the sword for the majority of the game. In the recording that I actually lost because of my settings, in the final boss fight I did a bit of damage testing, and the hammer actually did kind of out-damage the sword by a small margin. Maybe we could get like a really high stun chance. That might be fun, but it's trading. That's the thing about shops. You gotta be careful. I'm not gonna worry about stacking those items. They're kind of garbo. Let's see what the blue turlet's got for us. Free guy, always welcome. Won't suddenly lose a run because of being overzealous. Let's grab a strength buff here. Okay. Got that. Freebie. Love those. More crit chance. That was a little awkward. That's another reason I don't prefer hammer, is because it's just really awkward to aim. Certain enemies like the bees are kind of hard to hit with melee weapons in the first place. That's interesting. But unfortunately, I don't know, horn, like that's the attack speed horn. When you use its left trigger, or I guess it's hold fire, it increases your attack speed by quite a lot. And it's kind of negligible towards the end of the game, the buff that it gives you. I'm being a little risky here, man. Yeah, big time. I need to GTFO for a second here. Oh, no! Oh, gosh! Oh, goodness. Alright. It's fine. Oh! We almost had to use our mushroom over, like, some of the stupidest encounters in the game. We got an extra key. That makes this whole endeavor worth it. Okay. But yeah, early in the game, before you get totally busted, don't be afraid to ditch and grab a potion when you need it. There's a shop clear over there. We got an item shrine here. Really would like to see a sword. Might actually burn a key just for a sword, man, because I'm really regretting trading my sword for a green hammer, even though it's technically a stronger weapon, way more damage. Did we get that shop over there? Yeah, we must have. We'll see if I even remember where that other shop is. I think it was over there just now. Let's hurry up and get to that next point of interest here. Okay, that was a good swing. Okay, we're starting to one-shot the medium-sized boys, which feels nice. More green buff. Delicious. Alright. So let's go ahead and grab this bounce. We'll just kind of peek over here. I don't see a shop. Very uncool. Final day already? Whew. We got the stun regardless. This is kind of a less than stellar Act 1 at the moment. That's the gym location. How much time we got left? We got a decent amount of time. We'll be okay. So I must have already grabbed this. Yeah. Which means I've already seen this more than likely.
The smell of unknown wares, unknown patrons, and unknown amounts
78
of
status effecturation. We're not really dealing with any of those. Let's grab movement speed and we'll stack movement speed. Wait, that's trading. Dang it. I hate that. Alright. What a waste of my time. Okay. So we have 500 gold and no good shops. Very unfortunate. Alright, we gotta get in here. Another thing I like about Astrid is the plethora of movement options that she starts with. Pretty good. Oh, just get out of here. But yeah, third hit of the hammer does like double damage. Oop. And that always feels good. Get out of here. Okay, we didn't need the double damage hit, but we'll go ahead and grab this red buff. That menuing in the camps is a little faster with her because you can just mash A if you see red. I can't tell you how many times I've been playing green and accidentally grabbed the wrong buff. Maybe there's a shop over here. I feel pretty confident that we're still going to squish the boss, but if we're going to get busted, it's going to be in Act 2. Hey, did you see what I saw? We got green sword. Very much preferred. Faster swing rate means she gets a faster cooldown on that stuff. Oh my gosh. We might be super busted already. That was crazy. The Molotov enemies are actually the highest HP enemies, I think, in Act 1, besides, like, maybe the Wandering Slime, who decided not to show up today. He called in, man. I guess in OT, we're just gonna open chests like crazy. Dude, I didn't even see a red chest. Let's go ahead and open this one. Hey, it's the Wandering Slime. Speak the devil. We got some sustain here. That's nice. get his attention. Got him. 2 different size shoes. Get to those points of interest a little bit faster. Which we're about to the 1 minute mark. We're just going to get their attention real quick so they start grouping. Okay. We grab this. There's the 1 minute mark. So we got 1 minute to get back to the boss. We can do it. Especially with this flower hanging out here to help us out. And the invaluable nature of daggers. There. We made it. Easy peasy. Now we just hit the button and wait. Go ahead and equip sword. Shout these boys, Fushro Da. Get out of here. There you are. See ya. Oh, still had HP. How rude. And then we take out this guy, and the boss spawns behind me.
Oi! Drop it, you losers! That's my stuff!
Oh my gosh, you see his health just evaporate? Goodness. Feels good. Yeah, I say goodness.
Throw another shrimp on the barbie!
Ah, come on.
Going down.
Alright.
Down. Under.
Down under. Alright, where's his dropped item? Like... Ah! Ooh. The Leech Lord. Alright, we got even more sustain. Kane is pretty good, but I'm not going to worry about it for now. I feel pretty strong as we are. Man, I don't see any more points of interest. I guess we grabbed it all. We do have 13, 9, and 4, which is pretty decent stats. There's some guns. We don't care. We're just going to start opening stuff. We'll take Swift Strider. A little bit of crit damage with that. Well, the change purse was crit damage, but... Unfortunately, I think we're going to be grabbing stuff that's We could have just saved it all for Act 2, but I kind of want to have just a little bit more juice, a little more gas in the tank. Are there any large chests on the way? Yeah, there's 2 of them. I don't want to spend too much time out here. I don't want the big enemies to start spawning. Do we have that stacked now? We got 2 of them. We're very fast. Yeah, there's the Reapers. I would like 1 more small chest. There's a red chest. Got enough for that? Yeah, buddy. Alright. A little more sustain even. Okay. We're out of here. This is a decent Act 1. We'll see you on the damage numbers, how we did. 72. That's a little gross, dude. That's pretty amazing, actually. That 10 million, 10.9 million run that I did here recently, I had, I think it was 60,000. So that's a really solid Act 1. Let's go ahead and take max defense. So now all we got is this stuff. Let's go ahead and we've only got 2 keys. We might not see anything above a blue. We could track and whack here. Really, I'd rather Goblin Appetizer, but we might do an Act 2 track and whack. Maybe save our keys for the next act. I don't know. I usually only track and whack if I need weapons, right? And if I don't have any keys, that's when I'll do it to just kind of guarantee myself some more max tier weapon drops. I think what's doing it for us are those stacked goggles. We got 4 of them, so that's 40% to crit damage and crit chance. So, like, that was 3 crits in a row just now. Ghosty boys. Wonder how much damage our bow does. Like, because fully charged, it's just stellar. Let's find out. problem is our green buff. Oh, 400. Our green buff is not like stacked enough to make charging that bow viable yet, but it's gonna get there, man. And you know, just pointing out, the charge bow right now, it's hitting for 400 fully charged, and that's more than our green tier is capable of doing right now. I think over 200 is what the spin does, which is still a lot, but it's also got a whole tier above that weapon. I think that was Dirks, which I'll take. Dirks are good. All right, let's roll a blue tier weapon with our key. We got Aquatic Mage Staff, which is terrible. Also, one thing that's nice about Track and Whack is the it'll kind of help you find stuff. Just because if you're not sure where to go, then just head towards one of the generals. And there's usually going to be shrines around them. Double edge, slightly better stats. Let's go. Free items. Not going to complain. Where's the last guy? Desert Eagle is interesting that it scales on all 3 stat lines. It is low damage, but what's good for Pistol is, like right now I have heal 1 HP per hit, and Pistol has one of the, well, I think it does have the highest attack rate in the game. The only thing that comes close is like the Mage Wand, but yeah, Mage Wand is like, yeah, flushing sound effect. Okay, Swole Turkey, pretty awesome. Lots of max HP. It's gonna be good, especially since we like to get up in their face a lot. Just give us a little extra padding for instances like that. Let's go ahead and push. One more, please. Thank you. Thank you. And gone. Weird. He's outside the walls. So lame. If he's inside, goodness. Where are you hiding? Come on, bro. What the heck? There he is. Okay. We grab a strength buff. That's a better double edge again. Goodness, I had a really low tier one. Oh, there it is, the green horn bow. We got the next tier of that, so now it does insane damage. Alright, let's get out of here. We've gotten what needs to be got. There's a free weapon sitting there. Also, weapon caches like this will always drop max tier. No, we made that mistake once before. We're not taking them all. We could take some money. We're a little low. We only got a 99 gold. It's not even enough to open a small chest in Act 2. Now we can just about one-shot them. Get out of here. Quit. Quit. There we go. We got it. Cancel our animation. Let's go ahead and do a couple more of these. We're still on day 1. Yeah, if I notice my money's low and I'm surrounded by those, that was a pop sword, dude. That's what we want. So we'll clean these guys up real quick. Get out of here. Now we got the blue tier sword. And we've got 600 gold just like that in a free chest. We're going to save our gold again for whenever we find a shop, because that's where the stacking happens. That's where the winning happens. Alright. We've already been through here. Alright, we're going to head towards the general, and those... Looks like there's 4 shrines out here, dude. And there's a shop. Let's check on it real quick, just to kind of see what's going on. Sunder is really good.
I'm Larry, and this is my
Clapback is always
store,
fun.
where I sell stuff.
30% chance. And it counts as physical. I must have... Oh, it's that green shrine. So we'll go ahead and clean these guys up and get that. Make a decision here. Brute's Hand is really strong, too. Clapback is 400% attack power on being hit, which also helps with clear rate because... Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to buy one of these. And then we'll stack on Brute's Hand. Or just, you know, maybe I made the wrong call there. Alright, so we got that. Let's go ahead and grab this red buff that's up here. Shout them all to death. And now we have, like, I think it's 20% chance, but stacking Clapback is probably really good. Because 400% damage is pretty nuts. Leave me alone. Goodness. Coming in with all those nets, bro. Alright. I just realized we're triple stacked on the gem sword now. So we've actually got some good money generation going on. Use the attack speed horn again, but like I said, in the end game, it's just kind of irrelevant to be able to attack faster with how fast I was already attacking. The buff it gives early on is pretty good, so if you find yourself really needing it, but I've never found myself in a situation where I just needed attack speed that bad, you know? I mean, it's always good, it's always nice. It can help proc your effects and stuff, but... Yeah, we grabbed it all. Alright, so let's, we're gonna hunt down the general now. Still got about 700 gold. He's out here, man. Somewheres. Oh, I thought that was a shot for some reason. Twasn't. Let's throw a dagger. I'm ready to get wherever it is this thing is leading me to. Alright, there he is. We shout him, stun him, chop him down. He's done. Ain't gotta deal with him. A Tony. It's not too exciting. Alright, let's go ahead and, you know, I'm kind of down to save my keys for the next act, honestly. Grab those purple tier weapons. Just not really care about anything. I think that's the most stressful part of these acts, is just ensuring that you have a good weapon and that you're scaling properly, because I feel like having the correct tier weapon is actually like a big part of scaling. If anybody knows what this thing is, please let me know, because I have no idea. I think it's like a temp buff that it gives you for running through it or something. It's just you don't see it very often. I think there's one in Act 3. Not 100%. Dude, I'm too shy of people with the basics. Nuts. Just cancel out of that. Okay, right off the bat, I see we can stack attack speed, we can stack crit chance. Which our crit chance is already really, really strong, so... now is this a purchase? Yeah. Go away, let me do my shopping, bro. We're gonna stack attack speed. Alright, so now we have 6 times attack speed. Let's see how fast this charges. Way more palatable. Yeah, pretty strong. Really strong. And the thing is that, as I mentioned a couple times now, as Astrid gets more attack speed, that's essentially her class ability cooldown, if you remember to use it, because like you always have it. And that's just a disgusting amount of damage. Like, it's already back, the dash is. And her shout is probably her best one, even over the dash. The dash is good for like mobility and stuff. Sweet, free item here. And the thing is, she has consistent, like, surround damage, too. So she doesn't worry as much about stuff like this. She suffers a little bit in Act 3 and Act 4. Just because the prevalence of stun enemies can pull her out of her sword spin. But then you have stuff like this, and you don't care. You know, you can just kill those enemies from a distance, or you have options, you know? But I think she's the most powerful on purpose. And I think it's just, she's so consistent, you know? What is this? I don't... What? The Fungi Footlocker. Wait, what? I don't know if I've ever been here, to be honest. What is this? You know what? Let's do it. We're gonna learn and grow together. We'll just cheat this. What? I gotta give up something for it? That's so lame. Can I, like, throw it down there? Yeah, there you go. No, don't you dare. Okay. Okay, well, we got an extra jump. That's actually very strong. I was about to say that wasn't worth it. Just kind of get a free kill there. Clear out the boss. That way we ain't gonna worry about it when we're coming back on day 3. New Dirks, don't care. We'll just stick them with the shivs. Alright, let's go. And now we got double jumps. We still gotta find that last general. Shouldn't be too hard to find him. Okay, we got ambush. That's annoying. At least get the summoners out of the way. Unfortunately, that's a stinky blue buff, but we'll still take it. It's there. Hey, a shot. I'm always down for a shot. Hey, free item. We keep those. Alright, what do we got going on? 2 different size shoes is nice, but it's a trade. That, I think, is cooldown rate something. Status effect duration. Again, we don't care. I'm not really interested in stacking. Dealing 50% attack power is magic. You know what? Let's stack. Goodness, of course. You boys, get out of here. We're out of money. Doesn't matter. Alright, let's start out with a headshot. Oh, we missed the shout. Didn't quite have enough range, but he's still down. Better sword. We take it. Here we go. Now we're moving. Green turlet. 2 different size shoes, even more mobility. Even further beyond. Alright, I mean, I'd cheat like that too if I was that weak. Just leave me alone. Got ambushed on the way, apparently. But we don't care. We just mow right through them, dude. Alright. Did we already get him? No. One left. Little slimy boy here. We'll take Ring of Gold. Blue turlet? Not enough money. Missing 30 bucks. Scissors. No, that was parry chance. Okay, parry's pretty good. Essentially, that's you hit me, you get hit. I'm not sure exactly how it works, especially since it's not percentage-based in the item description. So it's like, does that represent 15%? What does it mean, plus 15 parry? Don't know exactly how it works. Any Hoosers. We got everything we need. We're just cleaning up these last few buffs. Maybe we'll be able to hunt down a shot, but I'm feeling like our build is finally starting to get into the realm of like super busted. We're clearing these camps without even really thinking about it. We're staying consistently at full health. We've got a decent chunk of HP here. There's a green buff we're going to take. We got good weapons. Extra keys. Checking all the dots. Because that's a phrase people say. You little... Oh. That's the other thing. Her dash is good when you need to move and change position. You can. We got fire damage now. Got, if you're full health, you do more damage. Which are really good. It's totally possible to get enough sustain to stand on the final boss. And just sit there and wail on them. Where are the enemies, dude? Is it you? It is not you. I hate it when it does this. There he is. You little sneak. Can't hide from me. A little extra cooldown never hurt anybody. One interesting thing about cooldown is it also affects your dodge. And if you can get those things like coming in fast enough, then you can just infinitely dodge and literally fly across the map, which always feels good. I had a run with my buddy, TJ, and we were fighting the final boss, and I was the wizard. And I just flew up into the sky with like 4 jumps and used a dagger to teleport myself up there. And then I just infinitely dodged while spamming the fireball ability and just rained fire the entire fight. It was above all the final boss's attacks where he couldn't hit me or anything. It was very busty, very hilarious. That was really the first time I was like, okay, I need to start recording what I'm doing. And we're actually pretty low on time. We got 600 gold, which is not a lot. I mean, kind of. We got a cloak and dagger, which is absolutely huge. Oh man, plus 20% physical damage just for free. Yeah, that was a good 2 chests. But cloak and dagger is good for OT because when enemies come up on you, they're just instantly dead. It's also good for clearing these shrines because, yeah, it's just surround damage. People come out, you shout, and they instantly die. So it's just a lot less time spent like chasing people down. Oh, hey, what's up? I'm so fast, I don't care. That's very rude. You there, man. Perish. Alright. There we go. Yeah, now our run is definitely super busted. This is my favorite, like, magic weapon. Love that slash, dude. That and, of course, the staff is, like, just crazy. We actually have 299 gold now. It's enough for another small chest, right? There's one. We haven't seen the 1 minute reminder yet. We hit a 700. Very nice. Not a lot left going on through this act. We got 2 keys. Oh, I missed a thing. Dang. We'll have to go back for that. Maybe we can grab it in OT. It is south of the boss. Okay, so after we kill the boss, we go south. Interestingly, this boss has a very hilarious exploit that you can use to kill him. He's the only one I know of that has something like that. The other bosses, you just kind of have to learn. This guy has a very specific weakness, and it is if you stand on top of that structure, he can't do anything to you. And his own attack can put you up there if you don't have double jump or anything. Which I don't think double jump is quite enough to get up there. Well, get me up there. I don't know if you're safe from that point, but we don't really need to use that cheese. Oh man, I can use the hill. Yeah, see, look. Now I can't do anything. And I can just chill. His little boys that he summons can't do anything. I can just kind of take my time. Shoot this guy. Like, it's super cheesy, man. Look at him looking around. Where'd he go? I mean, half a grand damage per shot is about... Yeah, that's about all he can do. And then you just make sure you land back. You can use dodge to kind of stabilize yourself in the air. But it's so gross. Like, and depending on your character, like the archer makes very good use of this, obviously. But yeah, there you go. Quick tutorial if you guys want to take out the doofus here on Act 2 and you're having trouble with it. This is how you do it. Well, the more jumps and stuff you have, the easier it becomes to cheese him this way. But that, I wasn't really intending to cheese him, but it's just so easy. Right? And we didn't really have to cheese him anyway. Oh, dude, we got the donker. Let's go. Get donked. Oh, well, maybe later. Alright, so we gotta go south from here to go pick up that shrine again. Let's go. I'd say the devs will probably fix that by the time the game hits full release. Just because it's so cheesy. And I will say that until you unlock stuff in this game, Act 2 is going to feel like this impossible milestone. Just like Act 3, just like Act 4. It was a long time until me and my group actually even smelled Act 3. Like, it was pretty rough, man. The path is not easy. Alright. We got hurt a little bit there, but it was worth it. We got the last green buff that we were after. We got a little extra credit money. We'll go ahead and spin that gold. What the? Really? Okay, 40 bucks, just sitting there. We're gonna start seeing the Reapers soon, which is kind of annoying. How much money have I got? 233. That's enough for another small chest. Nothing else really though. Okay. Looks like it counts as a debuff. I got a couple of like debuff icons on my screen, but I don't know what they do. I guess that coffee. I think that's what that portal does, is it increases your attack rate. But yeah, that's Act 2. In the bag, we've got 6 attack speed coffees stacked. Some zombie hands. Okay, we did 339,000, so first Act 1, we did like 70,000, which means, to me, that says we didn't do as good of a job scaling.
Oh, great. I was so worried that you wouldn't make it back. Now you can head out again.
We're going to save up for big money. I feel like the money is good at guaranteeing that you're going to have a good run from the start. Anyway, so we're just going Goblin Appetizer, which means our business is taking out shrines, taking out camps. That's it. Track and whack is usually always a good take. I've got 2 keys to kind of offset it, so I don't care. I've got really good mobility. So it's pretty easy for me to get to different points of interest. Oh, polymorphed. Get shouted. Really, polymorphed again? You guys suck. Shouted. Okay, crit chance of money. Very nice, considering we got a lot of stacks on that. Okay, we got an early shop. Anything busted? Pinball is fun. More blades. Stacking blades is hilarious. Might even be better than pinball, honestly. Less expensive, more attainable. Early free weapon. I'll take it. And pinball scales well with attack speed too, so it might be worth making the extra investment for that. No, not interested in that. Alright, let's throw up here. Phrasing. Nope. Just gonna spin to win these boys. Yeah, pinball would kind of spread out our damage too. So it kind of serves the same purpose as blades. Alrighty. I would like to find some challenge shrines nearby. Ah, there's a champ trial. Ooh. Let's grab a red buff here. Where's the last boy? Up top somewhere? Go ahead and quit bow. Where the heck is he hiding? This right here. So annoying when you can't find that last dude. He's pointing where I'm at. Is he up there? Somewhere weird? There. Alright, we got the red buff. Now, we need to grab that, just any trials that we can. So we're actually going to activate a bunch of them in quick succession. But yeah, the permanent upgrades are very necessary to progress in the game. So just, I guess, if you're new to this game, play it expecting to lose it first, because it does, I mean, that's the whole point of roguelike and roguelike games especially. You make a big focus on meta currency at first, and it's kind of like unlocking the full game, but, you know, you exceed the expectations of the devs, and that always feels really good. Like, when you make it further in the game than what you're technically supposed to be able to, it really encourages mastery of the game without the pressure, you know? That's what I like about these style games. Because it's like, if I'm not super good at it really fast, then, you know, I'll just unlock some stuff, and it'll be fun, you know? I'll be able to have more toys to play with. Now, there are some games like Risk of Rain, I feel like, you absolutely gotta have that stuff, man. If you don't, you're done. And it takes forever to unlock it all, man. I kind of gave up on Risk of Rain just because I had to, or Risk of Rain 2, I should say. Just because I didn't want to constantly look up the achievements and stuff. I feel like a good roguelike, it's a good one. I mean, it's super popular, super good. But it takes a bit of time investment, which arguably says this one, but I mean, I feel like this game is fundamentally fun, and you don't have to focus on what you're doing to get the fun stuff unlocked, you know? You don't have to, like, start a run saying, okay, this is what I'm going to do. There's a couple of items that are kind of like that, but it's stuff you would naturally do anyway. Dig up so many dirt patches, unlock the cool thing. And then, of course, you've got your juice. But yeah, I feel like the game loop is just really well designed. But there is a bit of a wall there that you can see in the comments on Steam where people just get frustrated with that sort of thing. And that's fine. Alright, more crit damage. Or crit chance, excuse me. Big difference. Crit chance is always fun. How much money we at? We can afford like 2 pinballs now. We just one-shot that King Slime with a shout. Feels good. Some extra money there. We should probably, because I am very want to forget where shops are located and such. This is a different shop entirely. Maybe we'll find something better. Since we have just a gross amount of money. Yeah, we're up to 3,000, dude. We need to find something.
Well met, fellow enterprising individual.
You know what? Let's just stack raw damage. Where are you guys from? they're clearly from some power ambush or something. So, this is it. Oh no, I wasn't paying attention. Well, it's crit damage, whatever. We're starting to turn into a glass cannon now. Shouldn't have menued that fast, that's my bad. We need to keep an eye out for chests. We need more purple tier weapons. I didn't even shout out, like, and pop off when we got the sword. Money Goblin just randomly running around. Very nice he made that sacrifice for me. There's a bunch of red buffs we're passing up. Okay. Another nice thing about the dagger. There's always that one dude that decides to be on the other side of the map. There he is. At least he was hanging out near the tower. Grab a purple. Give me what I need. Okay. Better version of what I already have. Take that. Pretty fortunate we found our weapon right at the start of this. There's the red buff. I have lost the shop. Do not know where it is. Perhaps that's it. It's the gold shop, right? Nope. This one we already got. No, I'm not seeing any more shrines. Besides that one. I guess we'll consider the pinball lost. Just stack money like crazy. It's nuts. That big dude's just like gone. Is that a champ? I think it was a champ trial. Take a red turlet. Another swole. More max HP. Good for the soul. Alright. Dude, we're hitting for like 2,000 damage. That's nuts. Open a big chest just because we're stacked with cash. And another icicle of icy yum. We got our multi-shot bow. This is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to save keys again. Dude, we've got keys from Act 1 that we're taking into the final act. Nuts. I hate little tiny barriers like that. Jeez, would you chop through all of them, man? Here's the last boy. There he is. I got him. Let's go again. Alright, got that. There's a free hammer at this location. But we don't care. Look at these nerds. Don't have time for you fools. Here's the last one. 2 of them. Jeez. Alright. Let's run around and find them. I see the bombs. There's 1. 2. I was just there, I swear. Alright. Oh, come on. There we go. And we got the gym. Looks like it's got money, too.
What's that?
Can't reach it. Shout it. No, sure. Run up here, grab this. Gosh, our movement speed is crazy. Shout it. Tackled. That's what I need to do. Just focus on running a circle around. Alright, we got that one. We literally just don't even care about our own HP. It'll get refilled eventually, right? That was a bad shout. Hey, another shop. Okay. Zombie hands, I see.
Let's decrease the
It's a
chance
trade,
for
unfortunately.
good stuff by 10%. Oh,
That's a
wait,
lot of...
Sorry, you weren't
Yeah,
supposed to
okay.
hear that. Welcome to Larry's.
Crit chance is pretty hilarious for gold, too.
Gotcha. Very nice.
Only
And that's
3
why the
items to
store
buy
is
him out, dude.
closed. Now featuring...
Hey, cool. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Another shop. But yeah, shops are where the wins happen. Oh man, you gonna let me buy jumps? Bongo's pretty cool, but I don't want to trade for it. We can take some more attack speed. Buy another jump just for the funsies. 5 jumps. Okay, we bought him out. Still got 500 bucks. I don't care about that. That's just meta currency, I think, in there. You can get some weapon drops. Oh my gosh. We're an absolute meat grinder now. Look at this. And that's the sword. No ambush. One of these places has like an ambush on it. Where are you? There we go. Can I afford this? I can. That's nuts. How about more movement speed? We can almost fly. Let's see what the daggers look like. I've seen better. Oh, well, that's all them. Okay. And that thing fully charges fast now. $4,000. Better? No. Go away. Go away. You too. That was like 3,000 damage on a basic attack. Oh, my damage. I hit you so bad. You wish I know hit you so bad. The darkness boys. Yeah, we're gonna save our key. Why not? If you guys are struggling with the finding all the art paintings achievements, they're usually in those little houses in the camps. Let's see. There's no good stuff here, man. There's no good stuff. Get out of here. I guess we could... it's better spent elsewhere. Grab this blue buff. Walk through all y'all. Excuse me. On my way to the blue buff. Looks like I missed one. Where is he? Goodness. Stand in the flames. Another sword. Man, it wanted to make sure I got my sword today. Alright, let's grind him up. I think my basic attack might have surpassed. Alright, so we're on final day. Shrine of View gives good stuff here. Specifically Idol of View, which is like big reflect damage that's just kind of free. This structure always appears in Act 3. Take him down, spank him up. That was ridiculous. Idol of View right there. Okay, so I want to find that pinball shop. We are low on money again, so we should probably do some shrines on the way. that mammoth skull houses a ton of like ambushes, but also free weapon drops. Okay. If we can find that first shop with pinball, that would be fun. Right? That's what it's about. So these boys just kind of move around. Now they're all gone. Open this one. We're just building our money back up. Okay. We're not going to worry about the novice trials. We're just going to kind of fly around and look for shops. Looks like we found a couple of item shops. That's always fun. Blood ring. Kind of lame. We've still got plenty of time on day 3. We'll be good. Just looking at the clock there. There you are. There's the sound effect. Jump height. Very nice. Nerds. Go ambush somebody else. Give me free money. Not exactly free, but... Dude, did I just imagine the pinball shop? Like, there's an item up there we haven't gotten yet. Let's go ahead and grab this sustain chest, maybe find something cool. Like a chicken leg? Chonky chicken leg. Alrighty. Go away. Dude, the left trigger on that is so good. It's just this bow is so good. Alright. Well, that's a strength buff we didn't have before. Oh, that's a break. Wonder how much damage the break does right now. This would be pretty crazy. That might be it. Gotta be, right? But I remember it being like tucked behind a bunch of stuff. I don't know, let's check it. Pinball? No, that's the one we bought out. We're just gonna kind of fly around until we find something. Alright. More armor. Is there something up there? No. I didn't think so. So now we're on the extreme end of the map, which, by the way, this area always contains some dropped goodies around it, like that, right up against it. Alright, so now we're hunting for the shop. We're getting out of here. Yo, we found it. Okay, pinball. Got everything we can afford. We'll grab an extra dagger cloak, or 2. And we're out. Dude, we cleared all shops, all shrines, from what I can tell. Oh goodness. It's okay. Well, we missed a shrine. Happens. Well, that's pretty amazing. Now these nerds are just done. Like, let's test this. Let's test this. We're gonna pick this up. Attack speed buff. Like, is that really needed? Like, you know, and it's like, those Dirks. Like, the Dirks are way more relevant in this fight because if he traps me against something, then I can get out. You know? killed him just now. He's done. Hey. Well, now we have four blade cloaks. That's busted. And just for fun, let's grab extra money, right? It's here. It's free. Get these nerds out of here. Well, we might not have scaled like in a stellar kind of way in Act 2. But yeah, like I said, that it goes from this to that. It's okay if you're playing with other people, I'd say. Because then you can buff your teammates with it, you know? Was that another shop? Did we? No, we didn't buy anything here, because it's all garbage. I mean, I'll buy some stuff. Excuse you. How rude. What about you? Moonrock. I'll trade a common power-up for that. I'll trade another common power-up for that. Let's get a lot of jump height. Let's fly. That's gross. So now we've stacked... Okay. This run has officially gone off the rails a little bit. That's awesome. So we got a bunch of moon rocks, so we got good jumping. I forgot what we scored last act. I think it was like 300k. Now we did 1.4 million. Yeah. So Act 3 was a big success. Alright. Looks like we can afford big money. Let's take that. Good for YouTube content. Good for starting with good stuff. We're going to track and whack this final act. By the way, well, anyway, yeah, we're going to track and whack here just so that we can guarantee ourselves the legendary weapon we want as much as possible. I've never had to, but I'm pretty sure you can kill final boss with purple items, no problem. He's not as bad as this act. I feel like this act is probably more the hardest stage of the game. Alright, we got him. We'll go ahead and open this, get our first legendary drop. It's the Biggie Hammer. We're already with a viable weapon for the final boss. But like I said, I'm pretty sure this purple sword would do just fine for that purpose. I'm going for bushes first because they suck. They have hit scan. The shield boys are a big problem for Astrid specifically, just because if you melee attack their shield while it's up, yeah. Shops in the final act are extremely valuable because your money gaining is at an all-time absolute peak, and monsters drop more money than they ever have. So everybody has a ton of money. Yeah, I'd say this game is very different with other people. Hey, another key. Dare I drop it for... Nah. Nah, like I said, I already got a viable weapon. I'm good. I'll take this blue buff just because, like I said earlier in the run, blue buff actually helps out with your dodge cooldown as well. So like now, at the end of the game, we got a 3-second cooldown on that sucker. We're on track and whack, so we'll start headed towards these guys. Oh, hello. Take a free item real quick. Yeah, the tops of these almost always have something. Little styling on them, man. There he is. He's hiding over here. And we got him. A red buff. Alright, those guys they basically make everybody invincible, so we take them out quickly. The shaman dudes. These guys are a little tanky, man, but we're dealing with it. We're dealing with it. Ah, I knew there was a strength buff in here. And they love sticking ambushes inside of bases in this act. There's one in particular. You do get rewarded with a legendary item drop, though. Barrel is nice because you can get a lot of keys. Yeah, there's one right there. But, like I said, I'm not too concerned at this stage. We've already got at least one legendary weapon that's really strong, but it's also good to get a bunch of money. So the giant barrel event is pretty cool. Some meta currency here. Grab that. Kind of lost the plot on the track and whack, but we'll get back on track there soon. The Act 2 boss here, in this case, is actually stunnable, so with Astrid, I like to just, nope, can't do anything until you're dead. Another reason Astrid is very strong, guaranteed stuns. Doesn't work on bosses, but for enemies that you know are going to be a problem, I don't even care. But yeah, you look at our money now. Like, when your mobility is so high, your money just goes nuts in the final act. There's a guaranteed legendary right there. Go ahead and open this, just because it's a big chest. Purple. Okay, that's huge. 80% damage. Big Bonkski again. No one cares. They sleep. Is that 30? Probably. Alright. Boom. Take 19,000 damage. Fool. Oh. Gotta hurry and kill him before he goes invisible. Alright, not bad, not bad. Where is it? Give it to me. There we go. It's mine. Really still want the sword, dude. Here, we'll do this. There's a key next to one. Okay, we didn't get it. Cool. Onward. Where we go now? There. Free item. There's another gold lunchbox. Ooh, almost missed it. Alright, our targets. There's one. And a shop. Hello. Wow. I didn't even swing my sword, man.
Let's
You know what? Let's stack ability damage. Sounds like
to hear
fun.
that. Welcome to Larry's.
Thanks, Larry.
For how much? Sure. Huh?
Let's just make our ability really stupid.
Let's play the store is
I can't wait to
closed.
see how much damage this is gonna do. Okay.
Please.
Hello, fools. Well, 16. Oh, he blocks that? I guess it does kind of count as a melee attack. Ah, you punk. Here, this is for you. Just quit. Go on now. There we go. Another red buff. Okay, absolutely do not do this event unless you're confident you can kill them all very quickly. Like so. Hey, you little... Was that a sword? No. No. Give me that. Okay, so we got more crit damage. Oh, Lunchbox. Welcome. Is this the boss arena? Yeah. Yeah, the boss arena is just kind of out in the middle of nowhere. This is another act that's kind of like a wall that you have to like scale up enough meta currency and stuff. Absolute lunacy. That's crazy. Where's there you are. We're done. Get wrecked. Alright. Another double buff there. Let's go, let's get that last track and whack target here. I do not see him. Yet. There's a shop. Good. Oh, man. That's beautiful. Let's take some more sustain, just to make sure that we can stay on the final boss when we make it to him.
Hello
Just
there,
keep
brave
wailing on him.
Welcome to this here.
Oh,
Royal
man.
Rudolph
It's a
Rarities
trade,
shop.
unfortunately.
If your pouch can handle it.
Look at him with his gold hat. Like he's all cool. But then he's offering only trades and ridiculously expensive things. Get off of me! They literally pinned me. Alright, whatever. We'll stack the freezies.
I bequeath thee. This here shop is now closed. Please return.
Go ahead and buy this. That good meat. More sustain. Yeah, the final boss, he likes putting you in situations. He likes putting you in situations where you back off of him or you take a ridiculous amount of damage. But if you can heal through it, it doesn't matter. So that's what I aim for. Oh, man. Okay, so this is like magic blades. It does magic damage instead of physical, but what's interesting about it is it procs instantly. Whereas blades, they have to be in the radius for a little bit before it procs. But like, magic, it just goes, right? It does far less damage, but it's useful because you instantly open crates as you run past them. Just gotta watch out because you also instantly ignite those things. But yeah, that's the interesting thing about that cloak. Yeah, we could do this, right? What are they gonna do about it? Out of here. Oh, yo, we got it. Alright. All criteria has been fulfilled. See if we can find another shop, I guess. Get some meta currency. Just get that starting cash out of the way. It's like the last important thing I want to unlock. I'd say the extra life is very, very powerful too, of course. But you know what? Let's just see how strong we can make ourselves to up this level. Alright, more max HP. We've got almost 1,500. I think we're going to be okay. Well, time will tell. What the? Get out of here. How dare you stand before me? Get the... Oh, there's more meta currency. Thank you. Take that free money. That's so stupid. I love that. We just get to do that because we're special. Take another free guy. We got that stack now. We got two of them. could let the boss get a free kill and still win. We'll start headed in the direction of the boss. We still have 2 days left. Look at this map. It's already like a ghost town. Alright. Feels good, man. We'll go for this one first. Hey, good choice. Got an ambush. How we're gonna deal with that? What? Good gosh. So strong. Dude, we got another one of those? We stacked those early. We actually brought both of them. That's funny. Yeah, we're gonna get that tower over here too. Dude, we are so strong. I'm blowing my mind. Just a meat grinder. Ah, I missed. Okay. Oh, right. We were gonna get this. Let me just jump back up the cliff. Take the time and switch my weapon. Yeah. We'll take a little bit of burn. And some blue buff. Okay. Why is it I clear the blue buffs faster? I don't get it. Really? You can't hide from me up there. I think that's the whole map. Surely I'm missing something. I don't know, let's open a bunch of chests. Oh, nighttime damage. That'll be super relevant for the rest of the run. Alright. We got, I think that we got the flipper, which is stun. So we got some stun chance there, which is kind of cool. Slime damage, not super relevant. We're out of money. Alright, let's go fight the boss. I don't even care, man. Let's go. Let's shorten the video, right? Wait, what am I doing? He's up here. 50, 29, 21. That's crazy. Equal blues? Alright. Just grind through these boys real quick. It's like mowing grass, man. Hi. Go ahead.
That's mine, sonny.
Oh, look at that health bar drop. It's a beautiful thing.
You're in wax. All hands on deck.
We're just instantly face shifting. Balls. Dive. Alright. Oh, no way. At the end of the game. How sad. We got Chain Lightning. That's a fun one, dude. There's actually a legendary variant that's even more busted. And there was an item I grabbed earlier that says something like, and it's in my inventory right now. It says, like, when you deal damage with either effect damage or an attack, the enemy explodes for like 300% damage. Well, that includes the Chain Lightning. So when you combine those, it's just boom, everybody explodes. 5 million damage Good God. Alright. Let's do this.
I
Alright.
left you a quest on the
I'm
board. Go
excited. Final showdown.
check. The stew is awaiting.
The
Just
stew.
need those special ingredients to make you big and strong.
Big and strong. Alright, let's put them in there.
You're doing
Enjoy
it.
your tofu.
Thanks, dumbasses.
Dunk my balls in there. Alright. Let's show him what a final boss really is. It's me. Oh my gosh, my basic attack does do more damage. And, as a fun bonus, it like instantly cools down my class abilities. I feel like his health bar isn't dropping as fast as it was when we first started. But yeah, I apologize, you guys aren't going to be able to really see what the final boss does. He's already dead. Now he's, phase 2.
You thought that's all I had? Dodge this, sucker!
Yeah, very difficult. The first time I fought this guy, it was pretty intense. It was pretty fun. Which he's pretty fun anyway. These guys have an unreal amount of health. I know that's difficult to say, but that's the point of this game. It's the break, right? That's what you do. Oh no, damage zone. I'm gonna have to go back off of him. I think this might be my fastest. He took my items. You know what? I'm gonna keep wailing on him. Alright. Most of our damage, I guess, was coming from sword. Let's stress test it. Let's do damage with hammer, right? And we'll compare and contrast. But I really feel like the optimum weapon for Astrid is sword. So we hit for big chunks now. But our abilities cool down slower, which is like a big part of our damage. So I guess it's a little more complex to play with the sword, but I feel like it comes out on top in terms of DPS, because it's like 6 in this case. Yeah, we're doing way more damage faster with the sword. And we still get a nice big 17 chunky hit there. So out of the way. Excuse you. He slowed me. Get back here. And we're grabbing those orbs that increase our damage too. Where'd you go? Coward. That's not even your mind, man. Just kind of exists through his attacks. And he's done. Still taking procs off of my dots.
Uh-oh, this guy ran out of soup. Think you won? Let's talk. Think again. The curse has chained you here yet.
Let's go. Get over here.
Alright. We got him. We did a little taunting. Final stats for the run incoming. There they are. We did 8.4 million. But that was my fastest stew kill ever, right? That was nuts. we scaled stupid high, but it was at the very end of the run as opposed to in the middle, which is where you get like the 10 million plus, which I had one of those runs, but then I lost the footage because my settings were wrong. But yeah, we ended up with 99 attributes and 136 power-ups, like relics and stuff. Accidentally traded 5 of them. So it's a really good run, really good just kind of peek into what my strategy is when I'm playing this game. And like, I feel like the strongest character in the game is Astrid, and then you have the Frog, then you have Bernie Blazington or whatever, and then the Bowman, I feel like, is the weakest character in the game at the moment. At least when it comes to, like, the way I play the game, like, solo and all that stuff. I'm sure the others, like, that would kind of change things quite a bit. And there's a lot more chaos that gets introduced in a very fun kind of way. Maybe at some point I'll do some public lobbies, and that could be fun. But first, I think we just need to get through all the different characters.
Wow, what a
And
wonderful day to kill some stuff.
how much of a
Take them
heartbreaker is
things
this?
and cook a fine,
Oh,
fine stew.
man.
I'll do my part if you
That
do yours.
hurts. Anyway, maybe next time. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Let me know what characters you'd like to see next, but I imagine I'm just going to upload it as soon as I can. I don't know who I'll play next, but anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one. Please subscribe, like, all that fun stuff that's stereotypical. See you later. Bye.